Can start.
All right. So, a very good afternoon, everyone. As we all know, that we are here to get valuable insights from Akshita Lundia on the upcoming session of Fridays on Mic, which is business presentation. Akshita is a gold medalist and a dedicated educator with a specialization in primary student training. She has trained over 300 minds in public speaking, empowering them to find their voice and confidence. Your expertise and guidance will be truly valuable to everyone present here today. Over to you, Akshita.
Thank you so much, everyone. Now, before I start, I have a question for all the participants. Say, if I tell you today that let's go for a movie today night, what will be your next question or what will come to your mind if I say this? That let's go for a movie today night.
Which movie?
Which movie?
Absolutely. You will ask me which movie. So, wouldn't it be better if I directly say, let's go for Pushpa 2 today night at 10:40 at City Center 1? It's more precise way of talking. And that is what I want to tell you in any business plan. It is very, very important that you be very specific. Being specific is being terrific. Just remember this one line and it will help you in your business plan a long way. It is being specific is being terrific. So be very, very specific with what you want to portray. I'll just share my screen. Is it visible to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we start with a business plan, the most important thing is tell about your brand name, your logo, and your tagline. So when I'm going to talk about Possum Parties, this was the brand name, Possum Parties. This is the logo that we designed. And tagline would be one simple line, which is catchy and not very, very elaborate. It is elevate the experience of your furry friends on their special day. So your tagline should be such wherein you can understand what this company is about. For some parties, it means it's about dog parties and it's on their special day. So we are talking about birthday parties for dog. So your brand name, logo, and tagline should be crisp and specific so that people understand what you're going to talk about. Then give details about your team members who all are there in your team and talk about your USP. What is USP? It is, I'm sure all of you know, it's the unique selling proposition. What is unique about your business? So, what about the possum parties we mentioned? That it is a tailored, stress free celebration for your pup based on your dog's breed, age, and personality. So, it's basically a customized birthday party for dogs. Next, we come to the problem statement. Whenever you are coming up with any business plan, first you need to identify a specific problem that is there, which is not existing, something new that needs an addressment. And you define the problem clearly in your business plan when you're talking about it and your product solution. What are your unique features that you are going to do about it? So basically, what we are doing here is explaining our business strategy in brief. So I'll just tell you what we did over here. I'll just stop the screen share. So when we are talking about possum parties, we have talked about the brand name, the tagline, and what it is. So you tell the audience about the business that the Indian pet industry is expected to see a remarkable 19% annual growth. And this is driven by Gen Z, who consider now pets as a part of their family. Also mentioned that there are roughly around 2 lakh pet dogs in Kolkata. But how many of them actually celebrate their birthdays? So what I have done here, I have told about a problem that there are 2 lakh pet owners, dog owners in Kolkata, but they are not able to celebrate their birthday. And you take facts and figures from Google that is going to enhance your answer, your entire business plan. That is, there is a remarkable 19% annual growth over the next decade. Then you talk about the solutions that I mentioned. What are you going to offer? So we are going to offer customized theme decorations, dog-friendly cakes and treats, engaging activities, games, play zones, photography, party favors, everything. So we are talking very specifically is like what is the solution for a dog owner? How are we going to do these parties? We are going to divide them into three categories: small, medium, and big. Small is going to be up to 10 dogs, medium would be 10 to 20 dogs, and big would be 20 plus dogs. Now, this is about a brief introduction. What is the problem in the market? How we are going to cater to it. Next, we have to talk about a very important segment, that is marketing, how we are going to do that, and where the venue of our place. So we need to talk about that. That we have covered spaces. During summer seasons, we can do pool party. About our marketing strategies, social media, Facebook, Instagram, all that is there. But always remember, in any kind of business plan or speech, it is very important to engage with the audience. Audience involvement is very important. अगर हम लोग ऑडियंस को इन्वॉल्व नहीं रखेंगे तो उनको लगेगा कि नॉर्मल एक हम लोग सीरियसली बस बोले जा रहे हैं सो दे विल नॉट गेन दैट इंटरेस्ट to gain audience interest, think about things which audience will relate to. So abhi we all can see influencer marketing is doing very well. People, all the influencers are there, bloggers are there. So talk about these medias and little more detail. Because ये सब के बारे में अगर आप लोग डिटेल्स में बताएंगे तो लोगों को इंटरेस्ट ज्यादा आएगा rather than just mentioning social media, Facebook, Instagram. So talk about some famous influencers, engage the audience like that. So marketing plan has to be properly there, and what you are going to do, where you are going to do, and how to go about it in a nutshell. In our business plan, we also mentioned that we are going to have a club where we are going to give free membership to those who have already organized a birthday with us. तो जो लोगों ने बर्थडे कर लिया है उनके लिए एक नेटवर्किंग होगा like we do networking at cafe. So we are going to have networking where we will meet twice a year. They will bring their dogs and some other, they will all meet each other. So dogs का भी एक network बढ़ रहा है, and which is going to help us in getting more bookings in future. So we explain these entire things in a nutshell about the entire problem and how we go about it and what are our offerings and solutions. I'll just jump back to the presentation. After this, we'll come to the finance part. Now, when we are talking about finance part, first thing that we have to keep in mind is it has to be really, really realistic. So we need to work on small things. अगर आपका finance part आप इसको properly बना लो, believe me, when you're shooted questions, when your sharks are going to pounce on you, if your finance is clearly worked out, you will be able to handle all the questions related to that. I'll just show you my Excel. Over here, you all can see the first 7-8 lines in red, where we have talked about what will be our one-time cost. So we have talked basic. कोई भी company को खोलने के लिए एक छोटी सी company, we need a website, company registration cost, GST registration, props and assets. So depending on your product and your business, for a pet party, dog pet party के लिए, for initially to start with, our expenses were coming to 1,85,000. Then we talked about three categories: small, medium, and big. इसका working मैंने पूरा किया है, but this is not required to do it, to present it during your business plan. So ये detailing is only for your knowledge. Once you are asked a question, how did you come to this cost? At least you should know आपने क्या working किया है. It is only for that, to handle questions after your business plan. So इसमें I have just broken it down: venue cost, food per dog, हर डॉग के साथ डॉग ओनर विल कम, सो फूड पर एडल्ट, डेकोर, फोटोग्राफी, पार्टी फेवर्स, जो अपने बेसिकली एक बच्चे के या बड़े के बर्थडे पार्टी में करते हैं, उसका अपना क्या एक्सपेंस आएगा. फॉर अ स्मॉल पार्टी पर डॉग इन ग्रीन आप लोग सब देख सकते हो, इट्स हाईलाइटेड, इट विल कम टू 2100 रुपीज. दिस इज माई कॉस्ट. मीडियम 1450, बिग 1480. ये मेरा कॉस्ट है. अगर किसी को कोई कंफ्यूजन है, यू कैन स्टॉप मी. सो दिस इज द कॉस्ट. Now, when I'm going to explain my finance during the business plan, I will mention about my fixed cost, and then I tell my sharks that my current dog owners, I have already mentioned in introduction, that is 2 lakh dog owners in Kolkata. But who will celebrate? Always remember that you cannot target 2 lakh dog owners. अपने क्या होते हैं, बहुत एक्साइटेड हो जाते हैं कि अच्छा ये बिजनेस प्लान का आइडिया आया है, कोलकाता में इतने लोग हैं तो चलो 2 लाख डॉग ओनर्स का पार्टी करेंगे. इट्स नॉट रियलिस्टिक. सब लोग अपने से पार्टी नहीं करवाएंगे, सब नहीं करना चाहेंगे. सो वी से 10%. 10% इज जस्ट 20,000. Again, we are new in the business. So we cannot target the entire 20,000 also. We need to first build the trust. तो हम लोग बहुत रियलिस्टिक फिगर से स्टार्ट करेंगे. टारगेट 2% इन अ ईयर. 2% of 20,000 is just 400. That is how we continued our calculation and we explained. This part was explained during the business plan that there are 2 lakh dog owners. 10% are going to celebrate. We target 2% of that. That is 400 dog owners. उस 400 डॉग ओनर्स को हम लोग अज्यूम करते हैं अभी वो लोग छोटी पार्टी करेंगे. दे डू नॉट ट्रस्ट पॉसम पार्टीज उतनी. तो 10 लोगों की डॉग पार्टी होगी. सो विच इज 4,000 डॉग्स. एंड अपने स्मॉल का कॉस्ट निकाले थे विच वॉज 2,100. वी आर चार्जिंग अ 33% मार्जिन फॉर दिस बिकॉज इट्स अ सर्विस इंडस्ट्री. तो चार्ज 2,800 हम लोग कर रहे हैं. So 4,000 into 2,800, which is giving us a turnover of 1 crore 12 lakhs in a year. दिस इंटायर कैलकुलेशन अगर आप लोग अपने बिजनेस प्लान के लिए कर लो, बिलीव मी, फॉर हैंडलिंग एनी फाइनेंस क्वेश्चन, एनी डेटा रिलेटेड टू things asked about how you're going to promote marketing, it will all get included here. But ये तो हो गया हमारा cost of fixed cost we are charging for the dog and our revenue. but हम लोग और भी cost incur करेंगे, which is marketing cost. Marketing cost मैंने पकड़ा है 30,000 per month, which is a fixed marketing cost for Instagram, Facebook, etc. And 1,40,000, which I have taken for our social media influencers. So 5 lakh per year.
Akshita, sorry to stop you in
Yes.
between, but are you sharing any Excel? Because we can just see the slide.
Oh,
I think at least I.
you're not able to see the Excel.
No, no. As of
Sorry,
all this while, I don't think so. Yes.
I'll just do it again. Wait. Can you see it now?
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
You have to zoom in a little if possible. Or maybe it's okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just run through very quickly once more. Just it will take 2 minutes. The one highlighted in this red, the first part, this is my one-time cost, which I talked about. The website cost, company registration, GST registration, props and assets. That would be very minimal for a dog birthday party. This comes to 1,85,000. This is the part where we are not going to present in the business plan, but we should know it. Why we should know this part is so that if we are asked any questions, you cannot just say per dog my cost is coming to 2,100. The sharks can ask you what is the photography cost, what is the decor cost, what are the return gift cost. अगर आपका ये working किया हुआ होगा, you will be able to handle any question. So this particular part that I'm talking about, here I have taken out my calculations of venue, food per dog, food per adult, decor, photography, party favors, music, everything. Even I've taken some miscellaneous expenses in case it's incurred. इसमें जो small category है 0 to 10, उसमें अपना costing आता है 2,100. I'm just sticking to it. Extra calculations are just done in case we are shooted questions. Here, करंट डॉग ओनर्स ऑलरेडी आप लोग इंट्रोडक्शन में बताओगे आपका टारगेट ऑडियंस क्या है फॉर योर प्रोडक्ट वट एवर इट इज. फॉर मी इट इज 2 lakh dog owners in Kolkata who will celebrate only 10%, which is 20,000. We are targeting 2%, which is 400 dog owners. As, assuming these 400 dog owners are doing only small birthday party of 10 dogs, that is 4,000 dogs. Our cost comes to 2,100 rupees. We are charging a 33% margin, 2,800 rupees. So 4,000 into 2,800 is giving me a turnover of 1 crore 12 lakhs. This was my turnover of 1 year based on my expenses. Now, what was my expense? My expense was 2,100 per dog and this fixed expense. But there are some other expenses also which I'm going to incur. What is this? This is here, the one highlighted in yellow. The marketing expense, which I talked about, which would be 5 lakh per annum. Salary. I cannot do any birthday party without having staff, right? To clean the place, to manage the dogs. So initially, to start off with, I'm keeping 5 staff with a salary of 12,000, which is coming to 60,000 per month. Annually, it becomes 7 lakh 20,000. And I will have some miscellaneous expenses of maintenance, though in the first year maintenance becomes less, but still I have calculated and kept that at 2 lakh 80,000. So my yearly expense is coming to 15 lakhs over here. So this is my basic calculation which I was trying to say कि आप लोग अगर अपने business plan के लिए अपना एक proper cost, keeping in mind staff salary, electricity if there is there, marketing and prop maintenance, अगर आप वो एक निकाल लो, एक fixed expense निकाल लो, एंड आपका जो कॉस्टिंग आ रहा है उस पे आपका जो मार्कअप होना चाहिए, दैट इज योर प्रॉफिट, उसका एक कैलकुलेशन आपके पास हो. डोंट प्रेजेंट दिस इन द बिजनेस प्लान. इट इज ओनली व्हेन यू आर शूटेड क्वेश्चंस, तो आपको हेल्प करेगा. बिकॉज अगर आप बोलते हो कि मेरा कॉस्ट 2100 आ रहा है अपने बिजनेस प्लान में, ड्यूरिंग द क्वेश्चन आंसर राउंड यू माइट बी आस्क्ड क्वेश्चंस, हाउ इज इट कमिंग टू 2100, तो आपके पास वो कैलकुलेशन होना चाहिए. So this is how you talk about your finance part. I'll just stop the screen share here. Yes. So this was the finance part that we talked about. So very clearly you tell them, be very specific about every detail in your finance. And after that comes the conclusion part where you seek funds from the shark. So what you do is, for me, it's a small firm where I'm just talking about my entire revenue was 1 crore 12 lakh turnover for a year. I was taking a profit of 36 lakhs in a year. But I talked about 2 clubs networking sessions also during my introduction. कि dogs का networking session होगा. उसमें भी I'm going to incur some cost annually. अगर मैं उसे भी minus कर दूं, so it's around 26 lakhs that I'm going to earn. And मेरा 15 lakhs जो अभी मैंने आपको cost बताया, marketing, salary, miscellaneous, सब कुछ minus कर दूं, तो net profit I'm going to make is of 11 lakh. First year में ही 11 lakhs का. तो मैं जब shark से मांगूंगी amount, I have to be very clear in what I'm asking and how I'm going to go about it. So we asked for 15 lakhs in 5% equity with a promise that in next 3 years, this 15 lakhs is going to become 10 times, and Sharks, your 15 lakh is going to become 1.5 CR. Now the question is, how will it become 10 times? It will become 10 times because we are going to do a lot of marketing and expansion. We are going to have franchisee schemes because currently we are just targeting a very small audience and just in Kolkata. So we're going to have franchisees in different cities. And thirdly, we are going to diversify to different pets as well once we become popular. तो जब भी आप अपना business plan conclude करो after your finance and you ask the sharks for what you want, you have to always conclude कि sharks को एक conviction लगे कि how we are going to grow this business. So we are going to grow by doing these 3 things. Power of 3. Always remember in your speeches also, people tend to remember 3 things. So we stuck to these 3 things and then we ended that sharks don't wait and invest in our business. So this is in a nutshell about the business plan. And I would conclude by saying that always remember being specific is being terrific. If you all have any questions regarding the business plan or how to go about it, you all can ask. Or about the calculations and Excel, how to go about the finance part.
If there is any question, please raise your hand and one by one you can ask. um,
Suchi Smita.
Ruchismita, yes.
Yes. So are they going to counter us? There will be sharks there or just a presentation?
There won't be any counter, but we can ask you
Okay.
questions. Sharks nahi rahenge, but they can
Okay.
ask you questions. So be thorough with your business plan.
Okay. And the ending won't be only with finance. After the finance part, there will be one ending that is asking for
Yes.
whatever demand we are having.
Yes, what happens is, Suchishmita, in this, you've talked about your business, you've talked about key thing, what the problem is, what is the solution, your marketing strategies, your finance part. Now, again, it's like a burger. I will just say, give a small example. Burger का जो patty होता है ना, वो पूरा मसाला बीच में है, the sauce, the patty, everything. But you need a top bread and a bottom bread to hold the burger, right? So that top bread is how you start your introduction, and your bottom bread is how you are concluding it. So your conclusion don't end with the finance. That has to be loud with that energy that yes, we are going to expand our business, and that's why we want you to invest in it. Instead of ending with finance. It's my suggestion throughout. Like in any speech that you give, remember this burger, that bottom bread is very important to hold the burger.
Thanks, Akshita.
Thank you.
Ritika has some question.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question. Like, if we are going for a big thing, like this was a small thing, if we are going for
Right.
a big business, so like, how to talk about the marketing strategies.
See, it would completely depend on your business. Again, when you're talking about marketing, influencers, Facebook, Instagram, that can be done at all levels, at a small
If it's a
level and at a
public
higher
thing,
level.
if it's a public thing, like we are working for the
See, then
public.
you can tie up with, see, depending on your product, I will not try to tell in front of other groups here, but you can tie up with different institutes, different organizations. You can tie up, depends on what kind of a thing it is. For example, if it's a new cold drink, you are coming up with something different with a fruit juice in it. You can tie up with a local actor. For Kolkata, you can tie up with a local Bengali actor, but you have to keep in mind the cost you are going to incur with it. So there are different kind of marketing strategies for different product. Totally, it will depend on your product.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So,
Akshita.
Akshita, with your permission,
Yes,
can I add something? I'm not able to come on video because for
yes,
some matters.
absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
Anupriya ji.
So, I think the basic framework for marketing is to talk about the 4 P's. यहाँ पे I think VMBA के काफी candidates हैं. तो 4 P's आप सर्च करिए फ्रेमवर्क फॉर मार्केटिंग प्रमोशन, आपको एक बेसिक फ्रेमवर्क पता लग जाएगा. To get specific is up to you how you get innovative and specific. ठीक है? Akshita, would you agree with me on that?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Um, this was a very, very enlightening session for all our participants. What do you say, Kavita?
Absolutely. Akshita, very, very sharp presentation, very short and sweet. Anju has raised.
Anju, yeah, I just saw. I just saw.
Anju,
Anju, you're on mute. Yeah.
Just tell me one thing, like suppose we are promoting our business and we are telling someone, like you said, no, maybe some Kolkata celebrity or whatever. So do we
Mhm.
need to mention that we are going to ask
Yes.
them to help us out? Do we need to mention
See, if this you're
that
tying
she
up,
is going to be our brand ambassador or whatever?
absolutely, absolutely, that is the key thing. अगर आप audience को बताओगे नहीं कि who is your brand ambassador, like when we are
Okay.
having Pepsi, Coke, how will they know? That is the
Oh,
key feature. So very important to tell your marketing strategies.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akshita, for taking time to share your expertise with us.
My
I want
pleasure.
to express my sincere gratitude for taking up this session. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
I
Totally
hope
my
there aren't any
pleasure.
questions.
If there are any, you all can even get back to me otherwise, and I can help you all out in case you
Akshita,
still
don't
have
give
any
that
doubts.
away. Don't give that away.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
Yes,
you. Thank
the
you so much.
session will be available recorded on YouTube. So
Yes.
if you want to go through the presentation again, आप लोग वापस से उसको YouTube पर देखकर अपना presentation planning कर सकते हो. Keep it very short and crisp, and क्वेश्चंस जो थे आपके अबाउट द अमाउंट एंड व्हाट टाइप ऑफ मार्केटिंग, इट शुड बी एग्जैक्टली रेलेवेंट टू द प्रोडक्ट एंड द मार्केट साइज विच यू आर लुकिंग एट. अगर आप सिर्फ अपने एरिया में बेचना चाह रहे हो तो आपको फिर टॉलीवुड एक्टर की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. आप क्या मार्केट कैप्चर करना चाह रहे हो उसके हिसाब से अपना प्लान बनाओ. इट शुड लुक रियलिस्टिक इवन इफ इट इज नॉट रियलिस्टिक. ठीक है, जो भी प्लान बनाओ इट शुड लुक रियलिस्टिक. आप चाहे इसको लेके जा रहे हो नहीं लेके जा रहे हो मार्केट में, वो सेकेंडरी मैटर है, बट आपका जो प्लान है वो फुल प्रूफ होना चाहिए कि अगर सच में कोई वो बिजनेस करना चाह रहा है तो वो उतना ही खर्चा करेगा उसके आसपास. इट विल बी एन एस्टिमेशन ओनली, इट के नॉट बी एग्जैक्ट, बट द एस्टिमेशन अगर वो करोड़ में आप लिख रहे हो और वो लैक्स में हो जाएगा तो देन इट्स अ मिसमैच. तो आपको कॉमन सेंस यूज करके अपने सारे नंबर्स, मार्केटिंग प्लान जो भी आप दे रहे हो वो सब प्लान करना चाहिए. इट शुड लुक रियलिस्टिक. ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए कि आपने सिर्फ प्रेजेंटेशन देने के लिए बोल दिया है. 10 लाख बोल रहे हो वहां पर और यहाँ पे 2,000 मार्केटिंग एक्सपेंस लिखा है, तो मिसमैच नहीं होना चाहिए. Any points mentors would like to add before we close? We have Nidhi, we have Manisha, we have Anshu, we have Sarika.
Sarika.
Not really from my end, but I think Karuna's raised her hand.
Yes. Karuna ji.
You are on mute, Karuna ji. Yeah.
I wanted to ask, like Akshita ji told, there shouldn't be a percentage of you take out from Google, percentage of work in that field. गूगल से रिलेट करने बोला ना उन्होंने,
नहीं,
कितना
हाँ
परसेंटेज है.
मैंने कहा आप कोई भी बिजनेस प्लान जो लेते हैं करुणा जी, कोई भी आइडिया आप लोगे, अगर आप उसको सपोर्ट कर सकते हो थ्रू प्रॉपर फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स, मतलब डोंट जस्ट. यस, बोलिए
if we
बोलिए.
are if we are coming with a new idea, with a new business,
यस यस.
so how to we relate it with the
नहीं,
own
फॉर
business?
एग्जाम्पल हम लोग ने जो डॉग वाला रिसर्च किया, इट इज अ न्यू आइडिया अबाउट डूइंग अ डॉग बर्थडे पार्टी, राइट? बट कितने डॉग ओनर्स हैं? आई कैन नॉट जस्ट मेक इट अप ऑन माई ओन. कितना डॉग इंडस्ट्री, पेट इंडस्ट्री का ग्रोथ आगे होना है, मैं अपने मन से एक रैंडम फिगर डाल दूं, विच इज नॉट गुड. अगर आप उसको प्रॉपरली रिसर्च करें एंड इफ यू गेट अ फिगर, जैसे हमें मिला कि देयर इज अ अराउंड, इट कैन बी 18%, इट कुड बी 20%, वी जस्ट टुक एन एवरेज की 19% एनुअल ग्रोथ है इन पेट इंडस्ट्री, सो वी स्टिक टू दैट फिगर. So that really gives a good support to your business plan. It sounds also very realistic and that आपने अपना research किया है.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ritika.
Yeah, I just want to ask, like, what we learned in Vemba was like, you should highlight the problems nicely and then give the right solution for those problems. So the problems needs to be highlighted, right? They can't be short and they can't be just, I mean, we have to be specific with the problems as
Yes.
well.
Absolutely. You have to mention all your problems very, very specifically. And what I wanted to say is, when I'm talking about the finance part, उसको आप उतना डिटेल में आप अपना वर्किंग करिए, पर उसको उतना डिटेल में मत बोलिए when you are asked, because you get a limited time. I suppose you all have a time of around 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Right, to explain your finance, your marketing strategies, your team, your USP, everything. So you should know your entire plan. But definitely आपका जो main problem है वो बताना बहुत जरूरी है. And if your problem is identified, then only people will have faith in your business plan कि हाँ ये problem exist करता है and तभी solution चाहिए. So definitely focus on that.
Any more questions? Akshita, very well explained. सब
Thank you.
सबके सवालों के जवाब मिल गए हैं. And please join us, Akshita, for seeing the business
Yes, I'll
plans.
definitely join.
है ना?
Yes, I'll
क्या
definitely join
आपने
on
जो
Friday.
सिखाया है वो सीख के इन लोगों ने क्या प्रेजेंट किया, यू मस्ट बी देयर टू सी.
Definitely, I'll join on Friday. पक्का.
हाँ, we'll send you the link.
Sure.
Okay.
Rachna, we can close.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, Akshita. Thank you
Thank
everyone for joining. See you. See you on Friday.
See you.